Hello to all my students from Eric Erickson. How have you been? Vicky is here. Well, I just wanted to get in touch with you in a different way than the things we have been doing these past weeks. I know that these times in a quarantine, in a situation like this, may create a lot of anxiety. You might be worried, you might be bored, and that's completely understandable. But although I'm sure you must be enjoying this time with your family, we also need to keep working with things related to school. So that's why I thought that by making this video and by trying to work in a more interactive way, it's going to help you improve as long as we need to be working from home. So today we're going to start. I'm going to be showing you a presentation I have created to revise a certain topic. And this week you're also going to see me again in another video. And well, let's see how it goes. Okay guys, so the first thing that I wanted to revise is the right use of present simple and present continuous. And yes, I know what you're going to tell me. We have already worked with this in school and you have worked with this at home. I know that, but I still notice that you are making some mistakes. And I think it's quite important for you to understand this well, properly, because in one of the first lessons of the book, we're going to be working with this. So it's important that you have a proper use of it. So let's start with the presentation, present simple and present continuous. Present simple. So we use it to talk about routines or facts. The verbs that we use are in their infinitive form. For example, run, eat, sleep, go. Okay, so the verbs as we know them without modifications, but the ones that I'll mention in just a moment here, that you have to keep in mind that when we talk about he, she, and it, we must add s or es to the verb. To make a negative sentence, we need the auxiliary verb do or does plus not, which changes into don't or doesn't. To make questions, we also need the auxiliary verb do or does. Okay? And here we have some examples. I wake up very early. I eat healthy food every day. These are both positive sentences. I don't watch TV all day. That's a negative sentence. And here we are using don't, not doesn't, because the subject is I. She doesn't go to sleep late. There we are using doesn't since the subject is she. Does he visit his grandma frequently? Do they pay attention to the teacher? Okay, you just have to keep in mind that we use does or doesn't with he, she, and it, as well as adding s or es to the main verb. Okay, this is always for he, she, and it that we make those changes. All right, let's continue. Time markers for present simple. You may have seen this or we have worked with this as adverbs of frequency, but we're just calling them time markers for the time being. So we give it a more general meaning to it. Okay? So here we have usually, sometimes, never, every day, and every morning. These words indicate what the tense is going to be. For example, if you start a sentence by saying I usually, most likely that sentence is going to continue in present simple if it's correct. Okay, so this is a clear indicator of what tense is being used. Now, guys, I would like you to do a little activity here. So you're going to have to pause the video, grab a pencil, pen, whatever, paper, or you can also use a Word document if it's easier for you in your computer. And I want you to write down 5 sentences in present simple that you can think of using these time markers that we're seeing here. Usually, sometimes, never, every day, and every morning. So you're going to make a total of 5 sentences in present simple, okay? I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, I usually eat sandwiches for dinner. I don't know, whatever, okay? It doesn't have to be true, you know that, as long as it is correct. So now you can go and pause the video and go write this down. As I said, it can be on a piece of paper, it can be on a Word document. Either way, after you're done, you can snap a picture, take a picture of the paper, or send me the file to the email from the school so I can revise what you have done, okay? Once you're done with that, come back to the video so we can continue. Okay, here we have present continuous. We use it to talk about things that are happening at the moment of speaking. For this structure, we must add the verb to be before the main verb, and we must add ing to the main verb. So the sentence that I wrote is, I am writing. What does main verb mean, you may ask yourself? Well, the main verb in a sentence is the one that has the most important function, let's say. So in this case, the main verb is write. So when I tell you to add ing to the main verb, you make that change in write. So writing, okay? And I tell you as well that before the main verb with ing, you're going to add the verb to be. So I am. That's the verb to be corresponding to the subject I am, okay? And the final result is I am writing. Here I have listed down all the subjects and the corresponding verb to be. So if you are not very sure or if you forgot, you can take a look. I am, you are, they are, we are, he is, and she is. All right? To make a negative sentence, you have to add not to the verb to be. So is, you add not, and it transforms into isn't. That's how generally we see it. You add not, and it's just simply am not, because we cannot make it any shorter than that. Are plus not, it becomes aren't, okay? To make a question, you don't need to use do or does like in present simple. Keep this in mind. You just use the verb to be as your auxiliary verb, okay? So here are some examples in present continuous. I am watching TV. That's a positive sentence in present continuous. He isn't listening to music. That's a negative sentence in present continuous. Is she doing her homework? And a question. As you can see there, we just used the verb to be at the beginning. We didn't use do or does at all, okay? Moving on. Time markers for present continuous. We have now, at the moment, today, and right now, okay? As I told you before, a time marker is going to give us information about the tense in which that we're looking at, let's say. So I want you to do the same thing now, guys. I want you to pause the video, look at each of these time markers, and create a sentence in present continuous this time using those time markers. So I'm gonna give you an example once again. Right now I am talking to you. As you can see, I use the time marker and present continuous. So I want you to do the same. You're gonna have a total of 4 sentences. Again, you can do this on a piece of paper or in a Word document. It works the same. The important thing is that you get it to me somehow after. You can take a picture or send me an email with the activity, with the file. Okay? Once you're done, we're going to continue with our last slide. This is just a picture that I thought it was very appropriate to end this presentation. As you can see, we have a timeline that says past, present, and future. We have a man taking the bus, and we have 2 sentences. The one on top says, I take the bus every day. What tense is it being used there? Present simple or present continuous? I'm gonna give you a second to think. If you said present simple, that's correct. I take the bus every day. And you have there a time marker, every day. Like I told you, when you see a time marker, it's a clear indicator of what tense we are using. Yes, every day we use it for present simple. So You don't have to do much thinking here. Even the verb take, it's in its infinitive form, so that's present simple for sure. Then we have a sentence which is in present continuous. I am waiting at the bus stop. So the man at the moment, right now, he's doing that action. And you can see that the sentence points to the timeline, and there is a line that progresses because this is an action that has progression in the present, right? You can see there the verb to be, you can see ing in the verb wait, waiting. And well, we could add a time marker as well that says, I am waiting at the bus stop right now, or I am waiting at the bus stop at the moment. And it will be even clearer that we're using present continuous. Okay? Well, at the end of this video, you're gonna have to do some activities that I'm going to send to you. And I hope this topic is better understood. So I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.